Right now at 5:30, we're tracking the investigation this morning into some potential car burglaries in Lexington. Police say the suspects ran off and left behind with a car filled with possibly stolen items.
Also on WKYT this morning, state police plan to meet with officers involved in a weekend shooting in Bardstown.
And we're learning more about a robber who Lexington police say tried to rob a store and hurt a customer in the process.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT This Morning.
Good morning to you and welcome in. It is Monday, May 11th, and we're glad you're with us on WKYT. I'm Bill Bryant.
And I'm Rebecca Smith. It was a really nice weekend. Hopefully you were able to get out and enjoy it, maybe get some gardening done or some work on your lawn. So
Relax.
It was perfect for that.
Yeah, it really was. We did have that humidity that chased us along, and maybe that's going away and some other changes. Let's check in with meteorologist Micah Harris, who's tracking a potent cold front.
Yeah, it's going to be a big one, especially as it slides through our neck of the woods later on today and off into the evening hours. It'll clear that air too, so hopefully we'll get rid of some of this pollen. There's your first Alert Defender live radar, and not much going on at this moment, but if you look back toward the west, there are some thunderstorms. We'll have to be watching very closely later on this afternoon and off into the evening. 67 now in Jackson. We're at 64 as we slide off into Lexington. And by the afternoon, 84 degrees. That's our afternoon high. Those few thunderstorms, it really kicks up around that time, too. And I'll explain what I mean by that. Strong, potentially severe storms. Damaging winds will be our primary threat, but maybe even some more threats along with that. That comes up in about 10 minutes.
Okay, we'll see you in just a little bit with that. And right now, let's get to the latest news from WKYT and update you.
Well, may have been a lovely weather for, weekend for weather for us in the bluegrass, but folks across the country have been dealing with all sorts of severe weather.
It's been tough in places, from snow in South Dakota to tornadoes in the Midwest and the South. We pretty much saw it all this weekend across the U.S. Here's some video now sent by a viewer to CNN of a reported tornado ripping the roof off of a school in Iowa. Classes had to be canceled there today. Thankfully, no one injured in that situation.
And in South Dakota, folks witnessed a Mother's Day blizzard. In Rapid City, more than a foot of snow fell, and in other parts of the state, about 15 inches. Parts of the interstate there were closed for a period of time.
Texas, though, saw the worst of the severe weather that swept through the eastern half of the country. The town of Cisco was hit by a tornado. A person killed there, and it also injured 3 others on Saturday. That is outside of Dallas. Officials say they may find more damaged buildings as authorities continue to survey the area.
Well, new this morning, we are tracking the search for 2 burglars after Lexington police say they found a car full of items that may have been stolen.
A witness tells us they first saw the burglars right before 3 o'clock this morning on Mountain Laurel Way near Georgetown Road. WKYT's Hillary Thornton is live near the scene with the latest on this investigation. Good morning, Hillary.
Good morning. Police say thanks to that alert neighbor who says he watched as 2 men stole from cars parked here along Mountain Laurel Way. Officers were able to track down a car they say was loaded down with items that they believe could be stolen from these vehicles. Police say around 2:45 this morning, the witness watched as the 2 men went up and down the street going through unlocked vehicles, stealing whatever they could find inside. He was able to give a description of the 2 men, which led police to a car that they say was filled with random items. So far, police have not been able to tie all of the items to the car burglaries because they say none of the cars were actually damaged or broken into, since they believe they only went for those unlocked vehicles. Now, officers hope this morning, once folks out here start waking up and realizing they have items missing, they will be able to connect this all together. They also say some golf clubs were found inside the loaded down car and believe those could possibly be connected to a garage burglary. Now, police say they do believe they know who the 2 men are, and they're asking anyone who lives out in this area who discovers that they do have items missing from their car to give Lexington police a call. Live in Lexington, Hillary Thornton, WKYT.
All right, thanks so much, Hillary. Lock those car doors. Well, happening today, there will be a joint press conference to discuss an officer-involved shooting that happened in Bardstown. Troopers say the shooting happened yesterday morning when Bardstown police started chasing a man who they say stole a car. We're told the driver rammed into police cruisers, even tried to run over some officers. That's when they shot the suspect. 3 officers were injured and 3 cruisers were totaled.
All the officers, fortunately, are all minor injuries. They've all been treated and released and home relaxing right now, best as they can.
So it's really unusual out here. We don't have that type of thing. Bardstown's a great place, great town. And we got an excellent police force. And you know, these guys watch us close. So we were kind of shocked when we heard this.
Well, we're told one deputy and one police officer were involved in the shooting. 3 officers are on administrative leave while police investigate. The press conference with state troopers and Nelson County Sheriff's deputies will be at 10 o'clock this morning at the Bardstown Police Department.
The time is 5:35 on WKYT. And new this morning, an Ohio man who fled Lexington police on a chase earlier this year is now behind bars. 40-year-old George Horrell has been arrested and charged with wanton endangerment, harassment, and fleeing police. According to an arrest citation, Horrell led police on a chase on Locust Hill Drive back in January. During that chase, he hit an officer in the arm with his car. Horrell is to be arraigned later today.
We have new information this morning on a man arrested for robbing a Lexington business and injuring a woman in the process. A 54-year-old Anthony Taylor has been arrested and charged with robbery. Police say he was trying to shoplift from the Dollar General off North Broadway around 7:30 last night. A manager confronted him and tried to stop him, but he took off. Police say that's when he ran into a female customer and pushed her into a drink stand. She's expected to be all right. Officers tell us they caught Taylor shortly after he ran out of the store.
New this morning, a crash in Leslie County has left one man dead. The 2-vehicle crash happened late Saturday on Highway 699 in the Cutchin community. State police say 43-year-old Gerald Wegford of Smilax was riding his motorcycle northbound. He crossed the center line and crashed into a pickup. The coroner pronounced Wegford dead at the scene. Police say they are still waiting for toxicology results on both drivers. We know the name of a man killed in a crash in Estill County now. Kentucky State Police say 54-year-old Chester Harrison was driving down Millers Creek Road toward Irvin Saturday night when he ran off the road and flipped his truck. Troopers say he was not wearing a seatbelt and that alcohol may have played a role in that deadly crash.
A Jefferson County mom is recovering this morning after her 2-year-old accidentally shot her. The shooting happened in Linden Saturday night. Neighbors say that they heard a loud sound followed by officers and emergency responders. They took the mother to the University Hospital. She's expected to be all right.
Hopefully a tragedy like this will bring them closer and make them realize as a family that there are some regulations that they need to follow and maybe some more safety precautions.
Well, Louisville Metro Police are investigating just how the toddler got their hands on the gun.
Breathitt County firefighters are working on putting out a fire that started on Saturday morning. The fire started in a commercial building on Quicksand Road around 2 a.m. Saturday. The Quicksand Volunteer Fire Department says it took them several hours just to contain it, and they believe it will be another couple of days before the fire is completely out. It's one of the most intense fires they say they have ever handled there. Crews still are not sure what caused the fire. They do not suspect foul play, though. And fortunately, despite the intensity of the fire, no injuries have been reported.
Well, the Fayette County School Board has decided on a new firm to find a superintendent for the school district. The board will work with McNamara Search Associates. This comes after the district decided to sever ties with ProAct following what they call disturbing allegations against the CEO. More than a dozen executive search firms and consultants were contacted last week, but school board chair John Price said, quote, "The board was impressed with Linda McNamara's thorough approach to vetting candidates and commitment to the Lexington community. The board's goal is to name a new superintendent by July 1st. Well, a major construction project has started on Alumni Drive near the University of Kentucky campus.
It started yesterday. This will be the first business day that this is going on. That project will be adding a bike lane and a walking lane and roundabouts, and it's going to take through the summer to get it all done. Let's go out to WKYT. Sean Moody live from Alumni Drive with a look at how that might affect your morning commute. Good morning, Sean.
Good morning, Bill and Rebecca. Yeah, this road serves about 18 to 20,000 vehicles a day, so it's going to be a big impact on the people who are used to using this road. Officials say the revamped Alumni Drive will be safer, but between now and the time it's finished, it's going to be a headache for a lot of people. Construction will get going this morning. Students just finished up the spring semester, and officials hope to have this project pretty much wrapped up before they move back in for the fall semester. Transportation workers are realigning Alumni between Nicholasville Road and Tates Creek Road, and they'll replace stop signs at College Way and University Drive with roundabouts. They'll also move College Way a little bit to the west. That'll help create some new entrances to Commonwealth Stadium. Transportation officials say they'll also add some walking and biking areas to this stretch that should make the area safer. Now, transportation officials expect to have the project wrapped up by September 1st. That's just in time for Kentucky's first home football game. Live in Lexington, Sean Moody, WKYT.
All right, a little patience in the meantime, but with the kids gone for the summer, maybe it, they can get all that work done.
Hopefully it can be manageable for a lot of you if you have to be out in that area. Let's check live drive traffic and see what is happening out on the roads this morning. We're looking at Nicholasville and Shady Lane, looking pretty good there. No issues to report.
Not bad for 5:40 in the morning with no reports of any major issues. We do have, as we've certainly mentioned, that project at UK that's underway. That heads up on that, and some other paving projects around town, as well as patching the potholes, all of that continuing. Lots of orange barrels out throughout
Well,
much of
it
our
is the
viewing
season,
area.
isn't it? Once it warms up and it really gets to that point of being consistent, you have to keep in mind for that. Hopefully you have that AC working in your car. Although this week it's going to be a little bit more tolerable when it comes to the heat.
Won't be so bad. We had so much humidity last week.
Yeah, you know, really, it was pretty bad, but hopefully it's going to move its way out.
Really needed to have that AC on. Good to have you along on WKYT on this Monday morning with a lot more news on the way for you.
A yacht club member in California got quite the surprise stowaway this weekend. Stick around and we will show you more of the sea lion named Gilligan.
And we're looking outside, seeing pretty dry conditions as of right now. Big cool front back toward the west. It's going to be pushing some thunderstorms in our neck of the woods. Show you all that in your latest forecast coming up.